Hey ORA, it's your boy Michael, and today it's going to be a very interesting video. Recently, I just got my Canadian visitor visa approved, which is valid for 10 years. And the best part of it is there's no show money required. And there's a lot of people who've been asking me since I posted it in my Facebook profile, asking me how and what are the requirements. Now that is the reason why I created this video. This is the process of applying Canadian visa as of 2019. If you are interested to apply, you actually need to do a lot of research and a lot of reading. But I've done that part for you to make it easier for everyone. Just a disclaimer, I am not a Canadian immigration consultant or an advisor. So stay with me until the end of this video so you'll know the easy step-by-step process and the requirements I've submitted. And also this is an online application, thus this is cheaper because you won't be needing to pay additional costs or fees when dealing with agencies. But before we go to that video, I want to thank everyone for your continuous support as we've reached 250 awesome subscribers milestone in less than 3 months. I know this is not a big number, but for someone new like me, believe me, it is. Now let's get back to the business. And then type in Canadian immigration, which is the first one in here because I've typed it a couple of times. Then go to immigration and citizenship-canada.ca. Click on that. You'll be routed to this page. Immigration and citizen, apply to travel, study, work, or immigrate to Canada, apply for citizenship, a permanent resident card, or refugee, etc. etc. What you need to go to is go to this most requested, where there's a couple of things in here. You just need to go here, click on this first one, sign in or create an account. You're given 2 options. You can use the sign in partner or GC key. I don't have this one because you'll be needing to use an online banking for sign in partner, but if you do have, just click on this sign in. We're gonna use the GC key, which is the Government of Canada login. Go down here, it says continue to GC key. Okay, if you have your username and password, put it here, but since I'm creating a new one just for showing you guys how to do it, so sign up. Okay, just the terms and conditions of use, I've already read through it. Go ahead and read it if you like. Just click on I accept. Then you need to create your username. Create your username. It says in here, there's these things that you need to follow. Should supposed to be 8 to 16 characters, no special characters, and no more than 7 digits. That. Okay, create your password. Let's just go and create one here. Then continue. There's also a checklist in here. You need to follow it. Everything should be ticked. And then create your recovery question. So in any case, if you forgot your password or username, these are the questions that they will ask. Okay, you have successfully created your GC key, living life vlogs. Okay, let me just, it's good for you guys to also of course write that down or save it somewhere so you won't forget. And then click continue. And then the terms and condition, I've already read through it. Just click on accept. And then create an account. That's basically your first and last name. I'm just gonna create it here, life, and then maybe, okay, I'm just gonna blur that out. You can have the option of either English or French. Make sure to put in, of course, a valid email address because that's where they're gonna send updates as well. Create your security question. You will need to answer one of your security questions each time you access your account. Every time you log into your profile, you'll be asked one question that you need to answer. There are 4 security questions in here. If you can't answer the first question, and you'll be given I think two tries to answer it. Now if you won't be able to answer it, they will gonna ask you another one, and then if you won't be able to answer any of your security question, they will actually lock your account. You will no longer be able to recover your account online. So make sure to, of course, write this one. I'm not sure if these are case sensitive question and answer, but much better if you can just write it down for your security. I'm just going to skip this part as well, just for security. I know it's just a dummy account, but just for security. This is your online account where every update will be posted in here. Application that you've submitted, it would be displayed in here, and this is where the application that you haven't submitted yet, it would show on this part. So for us to continue, there's a few links in here at the bottom. You just need to click on apply to come to Canada. I was just applying for a visitor visa, which is here. Just apply. If you do have a personal reference code, you put it here, but I don't have any, so I don't have a reference code. Determine your eligibility to apply online. Click on this visitor visa. Okay, so find out your eligibility. You just need to answer this question truthfully. So what would you like to do in Canada? Of course, visit. How long are you planning? I'm planning to do less than 6 months. Select the code that matches one of your passport. Okay, my passport is a Philippine passport. Okay, what is your current? I'm currently in New Zealand. Just put Philippines as well, wherever you are. For this one, which country is your passport issued? And this is where your current place or where you're currently applying. So here in New Zealand for me. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident and is 18 years or older? I actually have my sister, so yes. You can just click on this information if you want to know more. What is your date of birth? I'm just gonna put something January 2000. That's not my real birthday, but yeah. Have you lived in Canada as a permanent resident? Definitely I'm not. I didn't yet. I didn't even go to Canada, not even once. So no. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States or have a green card? Nope. But yes, if you do have. How are you related to your family? So just question mark in here. For example, if your parent lives in Canada, you should choose they are my parent. If your partner, a same-sex spouse, the marriage must be legally recognized in your country. Okay, so I have my brother. So these are the family members that you can choose. So legally married spouse, committed partner for at least 1 year who have not lived together. Okay, so even if you're not together, but you are committed partner, you have your proof that you are partners, you can also do that. Common law spouse who have lived together, that's living together, this is not living together. Brother, sister, aunt, uncle, parent or grandparent, child or grandchild, and others. So mine is brother and sister, so my sister is there. What is your marital status? Because I'm never married, single. What is your province of destination? My sister is in Alberta, Canada. So just choose whatever you are going, where your family member is. Okay, so it says in here, visitor visa under 6 months. You are eligible to apply for a visitor visa to apply to Canada. A visitor visa only costs $100. It permits travel to Canada by air, car, bus, train, or boat, and is valid for up to 10 years. Processing time may vary depending on the number of applications currently being processed. Okay, let's continue. Create your personal checklist. So you're almost there. It says do not submit multiple application. Yeah, that's true, because if you're gonna submit multiple application, it just ruins the whole process, and they will just be confused which to process and what not to process. Just continue. Find out if you're eligible. What is the main purpose of your visit? So this, you just need to read through it. Mine is just to visit family. You can conduct business tourism just for just going around to attend an interview, but for me it's a family visit. So next, do you have proof of your relationship? Yes, I do have. So if you're brother or sister, you can actually submit like birth certificate, your birth certificate and your sister birth certificate. Basically, it's one good proof because your parents would be the same. That's what I submitted. Do you have a job in your country? Yes, I do. Do you own a business in the country where you live in? Nope. Do you depend on someone for financial support? Nope. Because I pay my own. Have you traveled to other countries in the previous 10 years? Yeah. Just answer truthfully depending on what is applicable for you. Next, are you accompanying a family member that has a status in Canada or has been approved to come to Canada? No, I go alone. Sometimes it is quite confusing with the questions. Like for the example for this, it says, are you accompanying a family member that has a status in Canada or has recently been approved? If you click on the question mark, it says this means you will be staying with a family member who is already in Canada or has been. Definitely this is a yes, because I'll be staying with my sister. But if you click on this accompanying, it means accompanying you means that this person intends to come to Canada at the same time as you. So that's a no. So no for me. Click next. Have you been committed, been arrested? Okay, that's a no. Definitely a no for me. Have you have a medical exam or within the last 12 months? Nope. I think if it's less than 6 months, you actually don't need any medical. But if it's more than 6 months, that's a time that you need to provide medical. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? No, I'm going to go alone. So no for me. Are you giving some access to your application? Yes, I will provide. Nope, I will be doing it by myself. So that's a no. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprint or biometrics to Canada? I did, but for this purpose, I'll put no. There are associated fees with this application. You will be paying your fees, or are you fee exempt? It's a question mark in here, basically just saying, are you exempted to paying the fees or not? So most probably it would be yes, I will pay my application fees. As I said, it's $100 for the application and something for the biometric, which is not that much. Are you able to make a copy? Yes. A copy, you can just use a camera or a scanner. As long as it's clear, that's fine. Okay. Will you be paying your application fees online? To pay online, you can use a credit card. Yep, that's true. Just yes. This is where you review your answer, just making sure that every answer that you put in here is correct. And just continue. If you're already sure, just continue. To submit application, this is how it is done. Step 1, use your account. Of course, you need to log in to your own account to submit application. Step 2, you save your application because sometimes you won't be able to complete it in one sitting. You have actually 60 days to submit your online application. After that, you will no longer be able to access it, but you're given 60 days to go back and forth and complete it. Then afterwards, you need to upload your documents. You need to all the documents should be in PDF, JPEG, PNG, doc or docs format. The maximum size for each file is actually 4 megabytes. We accept this file's format. It says in here, you don't need to sign in your application by form by hand because you'll be submitting this online. One file will be allowed per document. For example, if you have multiple things to submit, like for example, proof of income or things like that, you need to compile each in just one document. This is just gonna be, you will be only be allowed to upload one document each time. And then step 4 would be pay your fees. Okay, alrighty. The first one is the application for visa, temporary resident visa made outside of Canada, form IMM 5257. You just need to click on this link. Unfortunately, I'm unable to open it using my Mac. I need to update my Adobe Reader. It's just basically a straightforward document that you need to fill in all the information that you need to supply, like the name, the family members, and your work and previous places where you've stayed, and other things. Travel history, so you can click on this. Your previous passport used within the last 10 years. So if you have 2 passports, you don't need to submit those things. Entry and exit stamps, it should be already on your passport. Study permit or work permit in your passport, expired or valid visas, and the boarding passes. As I said, you need to compile it because you're only allowed to compile all the pages in one file and then submit it. Invitation letter, I have a sample of an invitation letter from my sister, which looks like this is the copy of the invitation letter that my sister sent me, and this is the one I've submitted as well. I've just changed some of the information. So the red ones are the things that you need to change. The heading goes like the Canadian Embassy, immigration section, of course the date, writing letter of invitation for my brother or whatever relationship you have, and of course the name of the applicant. So I am writing this letter of invitation to support the visitor visa application of my brother. So this is a sample itinerary or purpose of travel. My son, and this is the name of my nephew, born October 10, 2018, will be baptized on May 19, 2019 at Alberta, Canada. Just put the complete address here. And my brother is one of the godparents. We are inviting him to have a 3 weeks vacation so that we could also show him some of the beautiful places the visit Alberta has to offer. My husband and I will cover for his food and accommodation while he is in Canada, but he will purchase for his own round-trip ticket and travel insurance. The following are further information about my brother: name of the applicant, the date of my birth, or date of your birth I should say, the address where you're currently located, applicant, occupation, your work, and also the company that you are affiliated. So my name is the name of the person who is inviting and their birth date here, a Canadian citizen, and my spouse, the name of husband or if they're married, and the person's birthday as well, a permanent resident, currently residing at, so their current address. So I am a pharmacy assistant at London Drugs Limited, and my husband is a component technician at 3 Points Aviation, both here in Calgary, Alberta. Should you require additional information, please do not hesitate to contact me at their phone number, and my email address is yahoo.com or Gmail, whatever they have. Sincerely, the name of the person inviting. So that's plain and simple. So that's example of the invitation letter. Next one is the proof of means of financial support. There are so many information that you can actually supply. I only sent them, I didn't provide my bank statement. What I provided is just my employment letter and tax reports. Any of either one would be okay, but the more the better. So I only provided the tax report and also the employment letter or your COE, and that's going to be a digital photo. This is the requirements. You just need to go actually to your photo center and have his dimensions. It should be 600 pixel per inch and things like that. So your photo center would definitely know what these are. Purpose of travel, you can provide this itinerary, your travel Canada, but since of course you don't have your ticket yet because you're still trying to apply, I didn't have that. Your itinerary, this one I also submitted same thing, invitation letter, because invitation letter already includes what is the purpose of my travel. So the invitation letter and the purpose is basically the same what I submitted. Proof of relationship, marriage certificate if you're married, birth certificate. So yeah, since my sister was the one who's inviting me to go there, I submitted a birth certificate of her birth certificate and my birth certificate that shows that we have the same mother and father, an official document naming you as a parent, and whatever proof that you have to of course show them that you are related, and just upload it here. Family information, you just need to click on this, but since it doesn't open on my end again, it's saying the name of your siblings and things like that. You just need to open this, and then once you have once you have answered everything, you just need to upload it. Optional documents, I didn't submit any of this. For the fees, as I said, 100 for the whole application fee and $85 for the biometric. Next in here, but since I didn't supply all the information in here yet, then I won't be able to do it. Just for me to show you what the things that is needed should show next in here. Just if you have problem with the uploading your documents, there are some things that might help you here. How do I upload documents? Can I save my application return? And my documents are too large to upload. How can I reduce the size? There are basically instructions on how to do it. So once you have all the things that's here, you will be able to click the next, and the next page you will be paying the $185. Now I'm gonna go to my page, my own account, to show you what happened. Okay, so this is my own profile. I'm just gonna show you guys what happened to my profile and what I did. So I'm just gonna blur some information in here just for security purposes. Again, sign in. This is why you need to write the security question and answer. Accept, because you will be asked for those security questions. If you won't be able to answer it, you'll be given few tries, and if still not, then as I said, your profile or your account will be locked. I'm just gonna blur this out. I'm just gonna blur some information again, but this is my profile. I submitted March 7 and it was approved already. You can click in here. The details of application status, medical, if they need you to submit a medical exam, it should show here. If they require additional documents, it would show here as well. If they need interview, additional biometrics, background check, and everything. This is the current status. So finalization says in here, your application was approved. Check your your messages below for details. So this is what happened to I basically submitted it March 7, 2019, confirmation. So once you already have made the payment, they will send you with this information that's saying you have successfully transmitted your online application on March 7 with your receipt number. I'm just gonna blur that the receipt, and then few minutes or less than an hour, they will send you this, which is basically submission confirmation. This is just an email saying that they have received, and just to confirm that you are sending application for going to Canada. And then in a day or less than a day, they will send you this biometric collection letter. Let me open that. So this is just instructions on how you will this is a confirmation email that they are needing you to provide your biometrics, which is, as I said, photo and also fingerprint. Biometrics letter, instruction letter. This letter refers to application to IRCC for one of the following: temporary resident, which is basically visitor visas. Temporary resident and visitor are the same. What are the things that you need to bring? Copy of this letter, you just need to print this out, and a passport or travel document that you referred in your application. So note that this letter is also proof that you already have paid the biometrics, the 185 Canadian dollars, and you have claimed an exemption for the biometrics if you are exempted to pay. What you need to do next? You need to take this letter, so you need to print this letter with you and go in person to any biometric collection service point to have your fingerprint and photograph taken. You're outside Canada or United States, you may go to Visa Application Center, most convenient for you. If you don't know where it is, you just need to click this. So where do you give your fingerprint? Just need to click there. For example, in my country is New Zealand, so there is here New Zealand VAC. It's located in Auckland. For example, if you're in Philippines, there's two. This is in Cebu and Manila. If you want to create an appointment, you just need to click on their website. Let me just click on that. If you want to know their location, you need to, I think it should be here, contact us. Yeah, contact us. Manila would be in this
Hilpuyat Makati City, and Cebu is in Rosales Business Park something, or just to schedule your biometrics. So click on this 3, prepare application. Just it shows in here what are the things needed for you. You just need to print out the letter earlier, the letter sent to you with the instruction, and also your passport. You need to also get that when you go there. But before you go to any of the places in here, you need to, of course, schedule an appointment. You cannot just walk in unless it says that it is okay for you to just walk in. But I think it's better for you to just call them. I think they do have a phone number. Yeah, the phone number here. You can just phone them. It's much better for you to phone, and they will give you a confirmation number and what day and what time you are, what you prefer to go to provide your biometrics. Let's go back here. Once you it took a while for me, because when I scheduled for appointment for the biometrics, it's already full. So it took me 2 weeks, I think, for me to be able to provide my biometrics. That's the reason why March 8 to 25. But anyway, once you have provided your biometrics, they'll send you another email. They'll send you this email showing that you have provided your biometrics and it is valid for 10 years. As you can see, 2029-03-19. And then once you have submitted your biometrics, you just need to wait. So if you're wondering how long the process time is, so I will include the link on the description down below. You can just check on that. What are you trying to apply for? So you just choose here. So temporary resident visiting, temporary. So it's either visitor visa outside or inside or whatever, outside. So you need to choose where are you applying from. So for example, if you're from Philippines, so the usual time would be 10 days, which is not bad. You may need to give biometrics application. This processing time doesn't include the time it takes to send the application to the time you need to give your biometrics. Okay. For example, if you're in Canada, it doesn't have New Zealand. It takes same 10 days as well. If you're in India, it takes 12 days. So it depends on your place where you're trying to apply. It differs once they have reviewed everything. So the last letter that you will be getting is a reference that your application for temporary residence, a decision has been made. And this is where I was a bit worried, because basically they won't tell you if it's approved or not. They're just gonna say the decision has been made for your application. We require your passport to finalize the processing of your application. So you need to provide the passport document with a copy of this letter. So again, you need to print out this letter that they've sent you. Also, there must be at least one blank page in your passport. Another one is your passport must be valid for the duration of your expected length of stay. Good thing my passport, I just renewed it and then it's valid until 2028. So as I said here, please note that we cannot issue a visa beyond the expiry date on your passport. Basically, if you only have 1 year validity on your passport, then you need to reapply again, because that's the only time, that's the only duration of time that they can provide, even if they provide 10 years. But that's only how it is. Also, your passport must be received by the IRCC within 30 days from the date of this letter, because failure to do so could result in refusal of your application. So please ensure that a copy of this letter is included with your passport, because there's going to be the same place where you will be giving out the biometrics and where you will be dropping your passport. It's the same place. They will ask you if you want to pick up the passport or if you want to have it delivered to your place. I think the delivery is $28, so it's kind of expensive. So I opted me picking up the passport myself. Nice and easy, and I got my passport. I'm very excited actually to go to Canada, which would be thinking maybe mid next month. I'm really excited to visit my sister and see my nephew as well.
So that's how I was able to get my, you see it? My visa approved. Hopefully this is a helpful guide for all those people who wants to apply for a visitor Canadian visa. If you have any question, just leave your question in the comment section down below and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. I really appreciate all your support. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be notified of my next video, and smash the like button. Again, thank you, and for now, bye!
We'll be right back.